let's dive straight into today's story, which centers around Queen Camilla and her moving tribute on Holocaust Memorial Day. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. So, picture this, a room filled with people from all walks of life, each of them there to honor the memory of those who suffered during one of history's darkest chapters. In the midst of it all is Queen Camilla, who, let's be honest, has really grown into her role as queen consort. She's no longer just a royal figure. She's become a voice for compassion, understanding, and unity. And boy, did she deliver on this occasion. At the Anne Frank Trust's annual luncheon, Camilla stood before the crowd and gave a speech that struck a chord with everyone present. She started by highlighting the enduring legacy of Anne Frank's diary. Now, if you've read it, and I hope you have, you'll know how powerful and heartbreaking it is. Camilla captured that perfectly when she said, "Anne's story shows us how even the quietest, loneliest voice can change the world." Honestly, that's one of those lines that makes you pause and think, isn't it? Like, wow, the power of words is real, people. But Camilla didn't stop there. She went on to talk about Holocaust survivor Marian Turski. Now, if you've never heard of him, he's an incredible individual who's dedicated his life to making sure the world never forgets the horrors of the Holocaust. Camilla quoted him, saying, "Auschwitz didn't fall from the sky." And let's take a moment here because that's a powerful statement. It's a reminder that atrocities like the Holocaust don't just happen out of nowhere. They're the result of hatred, discrimination, and indifference, things we need to be vigilant about every single day. Now, let's pause for a second because I know this is heavy stuff. But it's also incredibly important, and that's why Queen Camilla's involvement is such a big deal. As the first royal patron of the Anne Frank Trust, she's putting the weight of the monarchy behind an organization dedicated to education and remembrance. And if you're wondering why that matters, think about this. The royal family has a unique platform. When they speak, people listen. And Camilla is using her voice to shine a light on the dangers of prejudice and the importance of tolerance. That's something we can all get behind, right? Okay, quick side note before we continue. If you're enjoying this story and want to hear more royal updates, hit that like button and subscribe to Throne Talk. We've got plenty more where this came from, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. Alright, let's get back to it. So, one of the standout moments of Camilla's speech was when she talked about the phrase, "never forget." Now, we've all heard those words before, but Camilla gave them new meaning. She urged everyone to not just remember the past but to actively take steps to ensure it never happens again. She said, "Let's unite in our commitment to take action, to speak up, and to ensure that the words never forget are a guiding light." Powerful stuff, right? It's a call to action that's as relevant today as it's ever been. And let's talk about the Anne Frank Trust for a minute because they're doing some incredible work. During the event, young people from schools partnered with the trust gave presentations, and let me tell you, these kids were amazing. They're learning about the dangers of prejudice and how to stand up against discrimination. It's the kind of education that gives you hope for the future, you know? Like, maybe the next generation really can make the world a better place. Now, you might be thinking, why is this such a big deal for Queen Camilla? Well, think about it. The royal family has a long history of supporting charitable causes, but this one feels particularly personal. Camilla has always been passionate about literacy and education, and the Anne Frank Trust combines those passions with a mission to combat prejudice. It's a perfect fit, and it's clear she's genuinely committed to the cause. Plus, let's be honest, it's nice to see a royal using their platform for something so meaningful. It's not just about waving from balconies and wearing fancy hats. Although, side note, Camilla does rock a good hat, doesn't she? Speaking of fashion, let's take a quick detour because we have to talk about what Camilla wore to the event. She looked elegant, as always, in a chic navy outfit. And while we're not here to focus solely on royal fashion, it's worth mentioning because, let's face it, the royals know how to dress for the occasion. Alright, fashion tangent over. Back to the story. Another thing that stood out was how approachable and warm Camilla seemed throughout the event. She took the time to speak with survivors, educators, and young people, and you could tell she was genuinely interested in what they had to say. It's moments like these that remind us why the royal family still resonates with so many people. It's not just about tradition. It's about connection. And can we just take a moment to appreciate the timing of this event? With anti-Semitism and other forms of hatred still alarmingly present in the world, events like these are more important than ever. Camilla's speech wasn't just a tribute to the past. It was a call to action for the present and the future. She reminded everyone that it's our responsibility to stand up against hatred and injustice, no matter where or when it occurs. That's a message we can all take to heart. Alright, let's lighten the mood a bit because I know this has been a heavy topic. Here's a little joke for you. Why did the royal gardener bring a ladder? Because they heard the Queen wanted to plant some highnesses. Okay, maybe stick to the royal updates and leave the comedy to the professionals, right? But hey, a little humor never hurts. So to wrap things up, Queen Camilla's appearance at the Anne Frank Trust's luncheon was a powerful reminder of the impact one person, or one royal, can have. Her speech was heartfelt, her presence was inspiring, and her commitment to the cause is undeniable. It's moments like these that show us the monarchy isn't just about tradition. It's about using their platform to make a difference. And if that's not worth celebrating, I don't know what is. Before we go, I want to thank you for watching Throne Talk. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a royal update. We've got plenty more stories coming your way, so stay tuned. And as always, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about Queen Camilla's speech? Do you feel inspired by her words? We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Throne Talk. Stay royal, everyone.